As a firsthand account of the continuing crisis at the southern border is Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Governor, thanks very much for being here this morning. We are monitoring the horrific attack in Israel, but we are also noting the wide open border represents another massive threat to America. Can you assess the situation today?
Yes, and I want everyone in Israel to know Texas stands with you. And Maria, I was at their border, playgrounds near there. They have bomb shelters in the middle of their playground. That's how dangerous it is, because they know they're seconds away from an attack. So our prayers are with them. You know, what this brings home, Maria, for Texas and America is we know since Biden's become president, we're going to be somewhere around 8 million people. 8 million people. That's more people, Maria, than 38 states in America have. I want you to think about that have come into this country that we've apprehended. In other words, these are the ones that we count. Our border, Maria, is, in terms of miles, further than Atlanta, Georgia to Portland, Maine. That's how big it is. We have thousands of troops there, the Border Patrol, but we can't be every inch of it. So we know if we've apprehended 8 million, that 500,000, 2 million, 3 million more have gotten through. That's law enforcement estimates. So here's the key, Maria, that ties into what happened in Israel. We know that we have apprehended, it's on the books, hundreds of people on the terrorist watch list that have come through since Biden's become president. Where are they? Well, those were apprehended. But terrorists don't cross the border illegally to get caught. These are the ones that got caught. So how many terrorists have come in to this country since Biden's become president because of the open border? And in terms of them building this wall, I'll see it when I believe it. We're building our own, but we'll see what happens. They've let wall panels that Trump had on the ground to build hundreds of miles of wall. They've just left it lying on the ground. We've tried to buy it from them. They won't even sell it to us. So we'll see what they do. But this president doesn't believe in walls except the one around the White House that protects him.
Well, you make the right point in terms of the terrorists that have been led into this country. As we speak, there is increased security around Jewish communities throughout America right now. For that worry right there. And we don't know what we don't know in terms of the terrorists who have come in. You just said you'll believe it when you see it in terms of building that wall. Give us your sense of where we are right now in terms of the impact of all of these illegals coming into the country, and why have we seen this huge uptick just in the last few weeks? I believe one day there was 11,000 people coming through Eagle Pass just in a 24-hour period. Is that what we're seeing on a daily basis now?
We are seeing that on a daily basis now. We have some ebbs and flows and people across the border. Part of that is what the cartels are doing. How many people are they bringing to the border? Because remember, they're like personal guides to everyone. They're coyotes who sometimes rape the women as part of the bounty to bring them across, or the cartels who collect money back once these people are in this country and get some type of job, even if they're not a citizen to get one, but they have to send money back to that country. So we know that they're in control. So some of this ebb and flow is, it might be, for example, they're moving more drugs in another area, so they send more people in at a certain time, because we only have so many people that can do so much. And we have, you know, we're maximizing. Maria, in our budget that I signed off on, I've supported it every time in the Texas Senate, $4 billion in this current budget of Texas taxpayer money, $4 billion. I mean, you talk about the $6 billion that Iran received from the Biden administration, and, you know, that was, you know, and it sounds like a big number. Think about our big number, $4 billion of our own money. We've calculated it. We're somewhere over, you know, 13, 14 billion of securing the border for our safety and America's safety. We shouldn't have to spend that. That doesn't count our cost of hospital care, medical care, kids in schools. We're being overrun, and the blue state governors and mayors now see they're not so hot on sanctuary cities, are they?
Well, I mean, the entire world is a dangerous place under Joe Biden's leadership. Afghanistan and a botched withdrawal, China and increased aggression, Russia going into Ukraine, a wide open border. Who knows where that goes? Thank you very much, Lieutenant Governor. We will continue to keep a spotlight on it. Dan Patrick this morning.
Always a pleasure.
In Texas.
Thank
you, sir. We are continuing to